When it comes to object-oriented programming in PHP, there are some definite benefits, and we've just listed out a few of the main benefits to using object-oriented programming. So we're just using it as short there as OOP, Object-Oriented Programming. So Object-Oriented Programming is really good for larger scale projects because you can reuse the code over and over again, and it's essentially designed to help you build faster when you're working on a larger scale. And we say larger projects as opposed to small type applications that you might be building in PHP, where you're not going to be able to really utilize that reusability of the classes, and sometimes setting up those classes on smaller projects, on really small code designed applications, it's not going to be beneficial. It's going to actually take more time than it would. So, but if you are working on a larger project, and there's definitely a lot of benefits to using object-oriented programming. And as we mentioned before, there are benefits with building up libraries. So if you are reusing code over and over again, if you're developing, if you're a consultant, and you really want to have that code base that you don't want to keep rewriting the same thing, then what you do is you build up libraries, and object-oriented programming makes it really easy to plug these libraries in and get using them and working with them within new code. So the concept would be to develop once and then reuse that existing code. And again, our point here is the reusability of the libraries, so you're able to leverage them on other projects. So once you do create these libraries and you've gone through all the trouble of testing it out and making sure that the code is solid, you get to reuse them as you need to in other projects as well. And this is where object-oriented programming really does shine, because it allows you to have robust code with minimal changes, and you can build out applications quicker and easier, saving you time. And the other main benefit of learning object-oriented programming is the fact that object-oriented principles are consistent across all object-oriented languages. So if you do learn PHP object-oriented programming, you can use the same principles that you're applying in PHP across other object-oriented languages. And that allows you to have the ability to easier understand other programming languages that are based in object-oriented style. So in a nutshell, there's a lot of benefits to using object-oriented programming, and the only disadvantage is that if you are setting up a small project, just the time that you're going to spend to write it out in object-oriented styling, it could possibly take longer than having to just code the code within a procedural method.